Your work can feel much smoother with Monday.com WorkOS. This
from the English Premier League. The sun is shining on the first Premier League game of this Easter weekend. Tottenham looking to take another step towards Champions League qualification. As Brighton and Hove Albion will be hoping they can produce the kind of shock they managed last weekend when they visited North London, only a few miles down the road at Arsenal. The two teams are in the tunnel and about to make their way out onto the field of play. Spurs head into this game on a 4-game winning streak. And as I say, the Seagulls will be looking to claim successive league victories in North London after beating Arsenal at Emirates Stadium last weekend. Brilliant hat-trick from Son Heung-min and a strike from January signing Dejan Kulusevski helped Antonio Conte's side secure all 3 points at Aston Villa. And that result means that their top 4 fate is now in their own hands. It's a packed Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. The sun, as I say, beaming down here. But just before we go over to kick-off, let's take you through the teams, starting with Tottenham Hotspur. It's Hugo Lloris in goal. A back three of Christian Romero, Eric Dyer and Ben Davis. Emerson Royal and Sergio Reguilon are the two wing-backs. Rodrigo Bentancur and Pierre-Emile Højbjerg are in the middle of the park, with Kulusevski playing from the right, Heung-min Son from the left, and Harry Kane leads the line for Spurs. On the bench for the hosts today are Pierluigi Golini, Davinson Sanchez, Joe Rodon, Harry Winks, Ryan Sessegnon, Harvey White, Steven Bergwijn, Lucas Moura and Marcel Lavinier. On the Brighton side, it's Robert Sanchez in goal, a back three, similar formation of Joel Veltman, Lewis Dunk and Marc Cucurella. Pascal Gross will operate from the left, we think, with Tariq Lamptey playing on the right. A midfield trio of Moises Caicedo, Yves Bissouma and Enoch Onwepu, who scored a wonderful goal in the Premier League last weekend, with Alexis McAllister and Leandro Trossard making up the rest of the 11. On the bench for the Seagulls are Jason Steele, Adam Webster, Odell Ofaya, Adam Lallana, Solly March, Neil Mopai, Danny Welbeck, Evan Ferguson and Jeremy Sarmiento. Of course, Graham Potter, the man in charge. He's been under some pressure recently given Brighton's disappointing run, but the victory just over the road from here last weekend will have done him the world of good in terms of relieving some of that pressure. Two teams are almost ready to get us underway. Of course, Tottenham wearing their usual white shirts with navy shorts and navy socks. Brighton in an almost turquoise colour, wearing, of course, their away strip. Craig Pawson is the man in the middle this afternoon, and he is currently in the centre circle speaking to the two captains. Heung-min Son will be most people's favourites to get on the score sheet today. He scored 6 goals in his last 3 Premier League games. He is on fire.
And the combination of he and Harry Kane is pretty much why Spurs are in the race for the top four. Full stop. They did have a really disappointing run not too long ago under Antonio Conte, which included back-to-back home defeats, and it looked at that stage as if Arsenal were going to run away from them. But a stutter and a slip-up from Mikel Arteta's men over the last few days has just left that door open for Antonio Conte's Spurs. Can they go all the way and bring Champions League football to a stadium that is very much deserving of the big time? We're almost ready to get underway here. Graham Potter looking rather relaxed on the sidelines, seated, taking in the view. Craig Pawson now makes his way towards the centre circle. Has a glance at the watches, makes his final count. Brighton and Hove Albion at Tottenham Hotspur this afternoon in the early Easter kickoff from the English Premier League, and we're going to be taking you right through the 90 minutes here, so don't go anywhere. Craig Pawson blows his whistle and all 22 players and officials take to the knee in support of the fight against racial inequality and discrimination within our sport. It's going to be Brighton to kick us off, and they get us underway. The ball goes straight back to Lewis Dunk, who plays a long ball forward up towards Enoch Mwepu. Brought down by Ben Davies, though, of Tottenham. Finds Reguilon on the outside of him. Davies gets it back to the left of Spurs' penalty area. His clearance is deflected into the path of Pascal Gross. Here he is again, Gross. Goes back to Joel Veltman on the halfway line for Brighton. He rolls it square to Lewis Dunk. Here's Marc Cucurella. The unmissable Marc Cucurella. His hair bouncing around in the sunshine, but Tottenham have won it back inside the Brighton half. Kane with a shot from distance. He might have been better off playing in Dejan Kulusevski there, who'd made a good run to his right. Given that Harry Kane's developed a bit of a reputation for assists of late, I'm surprised he didn't look up and spot the Swede, who was in a good position. In the end, the strike was lackluster. Made its way through comfortably to Robert Sanchez in the Brighton goal. Here is Tariq Lamptey just inside the Spurs half of Brighton. Rolls it short to Yves Bissouma. Back to Dunk it goes. Now it's out to the left-hand side. Back in field to Cucurella. It's with Dunk once more. Kane and Son looking to squeeze up on the Brighton defence, who are clearly quite confident with the ball at their feet. Just the coming together there involving Enoch Mwepu. He just took one in the face from, I think it was Ben Davies. Sure, we'll get another look at it shortly, but the Brighton medical staff have raced onto the field of play in order to see to the player. Yeah, it was a jump from Ben Davies where he headed the ball, and just on his way down he just seemed to swing an arm out. I don't think it was anything intentional. Enoch Mwepu in some discomfort, but Brighton will be hoping they're not going to lose him, because he is a very, very important player. Ben Davies, the man who put Enoch Mwepu there, although the Brighton man is back up and on his feet and looks as though he's going to be okay to continue. As I say, there was a flailing arm from Ben Davies on his way back down after he clearly won the ball. Didn't look intentional. There didn't seem to be, or appear to be, any malice in that incident. So I think the referee, Craig Pawson, is right to let that go unpunished. Craig Pawson now has the ball in his hands, and he's going to drop it at the feet of Lewis Dunk. Remember, Brighton had the ball in possession with Joel Veltman at the back, so they'll start off from a similar position. Here's Cucurella playing on the left side of Brighton's back three this afternoon.